All right. Hello and happy Wednesday. We are so excited to chat with you about coaching today. We call it the coaching opportunity, but a way that it was kind of presented to us at our annual coach conference last year was the coaching responsibility. And it really just shifted my mindset and turned it in from something that is an opportunity to something that, because we all have experiences, which you'll hear from different coaches and their kind of like backgrounds and how they got into this opportunity and how it's changed their lives. Once you really just kind of like fall in love with something that's been such a blessing to you, it's our responsibility to just turn around and pay that forward and try to help people experience the same thing. So my name is Patrice. I'm the mama bear of the Radiant Tribe. We've been a team for almost 3 years in November. I'm a mom of 2 little boys. Julian is 5.5, just started homeschool kindergarten. Jonah is 3, literally just turned 3, going on 37. And I am a personal trainer as well. So I'm a personal trainer, but my just passion and my time and in this season of life, my heart is just so wrapped up in what we get to do as coaches. So I'm excited to share that with you tonight. So how I got into coaching personally, I said yes to it finally after saying no for a while. So if that's you, cut it out. I wish I had an info session like this that I could have just listened in on, because I just had so many hesitations and objections, and especially as a personal trainer, I was like, who are these coaches and what are they doing? But if I had just stepped out and like you did tonight and said, you know what, let me just listen and, see if this is a good fit for me, I would have said yes a long time ago. But I know that God had his hand in everything. And I know that I was supposed to join the team that I've joined. So I said no for a while, but I finally said yes after having my second baby. Like I said, I am a personal trainer. I know all the things, right, when it comes to fitness and nutrition, but I'm also, what is that? When you walk into an airport. Oh my gosh, that's Alexa. Alexa, stop talking. I was like, who is like bulldozing in my house? I thought it was a tractor trailer. I live in a new construction neighborhood. Why are you still talking? Oh my goodness. Talk about a heart attack here. All right, we're back. Real life. No more speaking, Alexa, unless you want to tell your coaching story. Where was I? So I had my second baby. Did not go outside of the hospital in my skinny jeans, know all the things, but I, didn't have anybody checking in on me. So I knew what to do. I even tried a bunch of random stuff on YouTube. I tried some of the workouts that we have, but I didn't commit to a schedule. I didn't have a community that I was plugging into. And so if I stopped to feed the baby or, run around chasing my 2-year-old and didn't feel like starting again, I just didn't. I just didn't have that accountability. And so, I had listened to my coach share a little bit about that she was doing a sneak peek, and I just loved the way that she connected faith and fitness, and I was like, that's it. I need to listen in. And after saying no for so long, I listened in, and within minutes, I was like, this is it. This is where I'm supposed to be. This is how I see things connecting. And so ever since then, so I said yes, and I started my first group. My first program postpartum was November 3 years ago. And I lost 10 pounds doing a fun kickboxing MMA workout. I was feeling so good. I love that, like I said, there was accountability. I was like, I don't have it, so I'm going to start it. I'm going to start this community. I'm going to grab my mom. I'm going to grab some friends. I'm going to grab anybody that says yes to me on social media. I'm excited. I don't care. They can say no, but if they say yes, awesome. I was super excited. I grabbed a few people, and we just checked in with each other every day. Logged our workouts, logged our nutrition, and just encouraged and loved on and supported each other. All different walks of life, like you'll hear about here tonight, but the same common goal, just wanting to be free in their health and fitness. There's so many mixed messages out here today. Nutrition has become so complicated. There's a new diet coming out every day. There's all just different, things that people are promoting when it really is simple. And so what I love about our company, yes, it is Beachbody, is we teach simple, sustainable, it's sensible, so you can live it has a lifestyle. So I'm not sure if you're on the yo-yo up and down. I've been there before. We really want to help you find that freedom in your health and fitness if you're not already there yet, and then help you help other people do the same thing. So that's just what this is about. Started off as just me, but then I grabbed people super peppy and excited and said, join me, you're doing this with me. And then they're grabbing people and they're grabbing people and they're grabbing people. So alone, I can only help a certain amount of people, but together, if we all help a few people in our sphere of influence, then the more people, we're able to impact. And that's really our goal, our mission as coaches on this team, specifically the Radiant Tribe. We do things a little different. Our mission's a little different. It lines up perfectly with Beachbody's mission of helping people live healthier, more fulfilling lives. We take it a little bit further in that we make it deeper than just physical. We really want to make an impact for the kingdom. We want people to see things outside of just getting a six-pack and, looking a certain way for summer and the beach. We really want to help people live that healthy, fulfilling life, long-term, sustainable, and that comes from a foundation in Jesus Christ. So there are 4 main things that we actually do as a coach. As coaches, we are cheerleaders. We are not the experts. So yes, I said I'm a personal trainer, but you don't have to be. That's the great part. You're going to hear from another personal trainer. I kind of attract a few, but the majority of our team are not healthcare or fitness professionals. They're just, moms who Beachbody's changed their life and they want to pay it forward. And so you're going to hear those stories too. But we don't have to be experts. So don't disqualify yourself if you don't feel like you're in perfect shape. We're going to talk about that later. Or maybe you're thinking, oh, this sounds great, but I don't really have the time. Don't worry. We're going to cover that too. Or you might be saying, I'm not knowledgeable about social media, or I don't have a big following, or I don't know this. I don't know this. I did the same thing. I was like, I know nothing about business. I am 40 pounds overweight because I just had a baby. Yep. I was not in perfect shape myself, quote unquote. What is perfect shape? But I had ways to go to get back to where I was before. So whatever that thing is that you are checking yourself out and disqualifying yourself, just give yourself a chance. Honestly, we're going to talk about some things. And if you have more questions, feel free to let us know. But as a coach, we're cheerleaders. We're literally grabbing the person behind us and saying, this is what I'm doing. Like, come do it with me. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency and vulnerability and showing up and being real and relatable. If I came out and did what I did the first time, went into my little closet and got fit and didn't want anybody to see me struggle, like, people can't really relate to this perfect facade of having it all together all the time, because most people are struggling to figure out a routine, and you get to be that, real relatable person in their life. And so the second time I was like, I got some weight to lose and I want to bring people along my journey. So you're just grabbing the person behind you, bringing them with you, helping them figure out what's going to be a fit for them, listening to their needs, listening to their goals, and matching them up with a solution, and then kind of going from there. So as far as Beachbody, the company, like I said, yes, we are Beachbody coaches. You probably don't see us like blasting that everywhere, and it's not because we're not super proud to be connected to a company that's such high quality and really does care about the people. But it's just a way to be able to have those conversations with people behind the scenes. There's certain names that you hear and you just kind of check them off before you even have a chance to talk to them. We just love to really kind of get to know people behind the scenes. And so Beachbody was a company that was created. They really wanted to make health and fitness accessible to everyone through at-home fitness programs and like simple nutrition plans. So they put out the first program, and it literally, like, infomercials basically sold out. It went crazy. People were grabbing it. Infomercials, anybody remember infomercials? I don't even know if they're still a thing. But so they flew off, and then they tried to collect some intel to see if people were actually completing the programs. But there weren't a lot of success stories from it. So people were starting the programs, but they weren't actually completing the programs. So what they decided to do is come up with a compensation plan for people that they found were helping people through their program. I hear my kid crying, so I'm just like, is this like just a sad cry or a tired cry? Daddy's up there, so don't worry. So they founded this forum where people who were going through the program were coaching people who had gone through the program, coaching people that were currently going through the program, and the results skyrocketed. People felt loved and encouraged and supported. And so they're like, we're on to something here. Let's create a compensation plan where we can, help these people financially as they're helping people. So that's how Team Beachbody was born. So again, we're a team of coaches, come alongside of people. The experts are already there, the professionals that put together the programs, the professional trainers. So we don't have to try to come up with workouts. That was a relief for me as a trainer to not have to do that, because that gets tiring, constantly coming up with workout plans and, wanting to have a consistent clientele base, but it's hard, with turnover, and if they don't show up, you don't get paid, and when you're there, you don't get paid as much. So for me, this was a great way to expand that market and that reach of people that I am able to help. And so you don't have to be the professional, you don't have to be the nutritionist, you don't have to know it all. You just take one step, which is starting with your journey, and then bring people along the way. So that's the first thing, is being proof that it works. You feel salesy when you're trying to promote something that you're not personally using or that you don't have a story with. So you're going to get to know what products work for you. We're not going to shove something specific down your throat. You get to choose what's going to be a good fit for you and your family. You're going to start living that out. And because of that, you're going to start sharing that. And people need to hear your story, not mine. So you won't look at where I am 3 years in or where any other coach is in their journey and think you have to look exactly the way they do. We're going to help you find your fit for what is the best fit for you as a coach. So you're going to start living it out first, and then you're going to connect with other people, and you're going to get to know them, invest in their lives, get to know where they are, what they've struggled with, what they've tried before. Most people, by the time you go to invite them, they've been invited by billions of people before. They've tried different things, from Weight Watchers to diet pills. Who knows? There's so many different stories that I hear of people who are just kind of broken and they failed before, and this is just one more thing on the list. So by you living it out and showing that this works, this is something that is sustainable, and then sharing that with them, really having a personal story with them versus trying to just push a product on them. You're getting to know them, you're investing in their lives. And then, they say they have a need, that they're a mom with no energy, or that they, don't love their job. And, we have this opportunity for them. Or if they're struggling with consistency in their workout plan, whatever it is, if we have something for them, then you're going to invite them to join what it is that you have going on. So you're going to connect, invite, and then follow up with them, because, of course, people get busy. And so the next thing is you're going to help get them results. So you're going to live it out, you're going to share it, and then you're going to help them get results once they join you, your challengers, yourself first, your challengers, and then also your coaches who eventually will join you as well. And then the last thing we do as a coach is personal development. So we're constantly just learning and growing in our businesses, specifically, even in leadership, whatever our struggle area is. We're just constantly wanting to get better. Sorry. So those are 4 things we do as a coach. And now I'm going to toss it over to Ashley, who's going to share why you don't have to have a ton of time to be a successful coach.
Good evening, everyone. So you don't have to have a whole lot of time to be a coach. I am, to give you my quick millisecond story, my quick elevator pitch. I have been a coach for over 1.5 years, approaching 2 years with Patrice. Originally joined her in a free crockpot group because I was like, sure, give me a month of crockpot recipes. Why not? And then I liked one of her posts of being on the beach, working from the beach. And I was like, yeah, go girl, I'm proud of you. That's awesome. Black girl magic. And then she asked me if I ever considered it. And at first I was like, no, because I already am a personal trainer, a Group X instructor, as well as a certified nutritionist. I thought, I don't need to do that. Thanks. Thank you. But I'm proud of you. Keep going. Like, you're an inspiration. And then I kind of thought about it and I was like, no, maybe I should try this workout. And it was right when 80-Day Obsession launched. So I joined Patrice's team. I am a wife and mom of 4 insanely busy girls. Each girl has their own schedule, even the 3-year-old. So from my 12-year-old to my 3-year-old, they each participate in sports, extracurricular activities. Even the 3-year-old. And I am at different ends of the county and state, just about on each day. I also work outside of the home. Besides just being a fitness instructor and personal trainer, I work for a fashion designer whose clothes are featured on a home shopping network. So those hours are insanely crazy. Sometimes I'm there at 2 a.m. for a 4 a.m. show. Sometimes I'm there for 28 hours straight. So I say that to say, you don't have to work this business and have a whole lot of time. How is that possible, right? So Patrice just went through what we exactly do as coaches. Well, Beachbody has made this essentially so easy that they almost give you a checklist. They do give you a checklist that allows you to structure your time and go through whenever you can fit it in your day. If you look at like from start to finish, everything that we do that Patrice named, it could easily take you a total of an hour to an hour and a half a day. And it, like I said, total. It doesn't have to be an hour and a half consecutively. It doesn't have to be 2 hours of just dedicated time. What we'd like to see is if you're busy, like I think like Larissa is on the call. Larissa works a normal 9 to 5 job with an hour and a half commute on each end. And what she does is she works her business in her power pockets, in her moments of quiet when her 4 kids are not running all over the place, and her grandbaby. So the whole idea is that it works with your schedule. And because a lot of the coaching and encouragement that we do is virtual, which means it's through the internet, it's online, it's electronic communication, it actually allows you to send a message at 4 a.m. because guess what? Your person, your client, your coach, they're not going to get it till they wake up or until they decide to check their phone. So it's okay to work the business when it works for you. And you do not have to have a lot of time. I've done this in car line. I've done it sitting at swim practice. I have done this sitting at cross country meets. The whole thing, guys, is that you don't have to have a lot of time. It works with your schedule, and that's the beauty and the flexibility of coaching. Good? Good. Yeah.
Awesome. And I love the different stories too. Like Ashley said, she's a mom of 4, several different jobs outside the home. Now I'm going to kick it to a stay-at-home mama who also has different passion places and is involved in her church and different ministries and things like that, using all her gifts, which I love. So Erica's going to share how you don't have to be in perfect shape to be a fruitful, successful coach.
Hey. So I'm going to get through this without crying this time. My name is Erica, and I am, like Patrice said, Ashley, I am a wife, a mom of 2, a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old, and a photographer, and I'm actually at church right now where I serve as a coach for our creative team. And so I started my journey back in 2012 when my daughter was just about to turn 8 months old, and she started walking at like 7 months, and she was like on the move, and I was like 260 something pounds, and I'm like, I need to get myself together because I need to, one, be around for her, but also be able to keep up with her because she was super, super duper active. And so I just started doing some like random exercises and stuff, like YouTube type stuff, and lost a few pounds. But then I decided to pull out my, and I say this all the time, don't tell on me, my burned copy of P90X that somebody from a previous job had given me. Pulled that out and I started doing that. And I ended up losing like 8 or something pounds. I had been sharing my journey from day one, even before starting P90X, on Instagram. And so I had posted my first transformation picture with P90X on Instagram. And I actually just posted this picture yesterday where someone had messaged me in my comments. It said like 367 weeks ago or something. Does that make sense? Yeah. Some odd years ago, about, hey, you should look into being a coach. And I was like, no, I shouldn't. I still have like a crazy long way to go. And I have like my own things to work out. I was 240 something pounds at that time, and I felt super unqualified to coach someone else along their journey. But this person that reached out to me was like, no, that's why you should coach, because you're already doing it. You've already been sharing it as, you know, your journey is progressing. And people are already being inspired at the fact that you're doing this and you're showing them the process, because people like to see themselves in your journey. And so, yeah, like you don't have to be in the perfect shape. No, people connect with your story. So sharing the messy, sharing the vulnerable, and sharing the process, because again, they like to see themselves in what you're going through, and to show them that it is possible to achieve your goals through having kids, through pregnancies, through like Patrice and Ashley said, we all have different jobs and schedules and things like that, but we're making the commitment, and as life happens, we're still making our health a priority, and and sharing it along the way.
Where are your tears?
Huh? No tears today. I'm getting myself together.
I love it. Good job. Words were not hard for you today. I love hearing these stories. They never get old, and there's just so many more stories of just people who said yes and decided to go for it, and it's changed their personal, health and fitness journey. They've grown deeper in their walk with Jesus and their faith, as well as it impacting their family, and their family becoming healthier as well. So I love that. All right, Miss Casey, why don't you share a little bit about your story and how you grown your business, mainly really helping your family and your friends get healthy, and how that's a great place to start for people who are nervous about jumping right out there with social media.
Okay. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me? Okay. Yeah, I have been a coach with Patrice for 7 months now. And we just met on social media. I've already actually been doing Beachbody program just kind of on my own, but was sort of seeking out a coach to, I sort of felt like I wanted to get in on this is weird because I can't hear myself. I was looking for a coach because I wanted to be in an accountability group or a challenge group. And I actually almost joined under another coach, but it just didn't feel right. And so I decided not to do that. But then just like a week or two later, I ended up meeting Patrice on Instagram and just hearing her story, and sort of just like how she said it was with her when she met her coach, when she heard about incorporating her faith into it, and that being the reason and that being her why, it was just like everything fell into place for me too. I was just like, I know I need to do this. So I did have a background in fitness and weight loss classes that I had taught before at our church, and had just sort of put that passion aside while my kids were growing up and in sports, and we were busy. And but yeah, I'm a mom. I'm a wife, a mom, and have 2 grown sons. They are 23 and 20. So they still live at home, but they're mostly independent. So anyway, so yeah, I was extremely nervous about this whole coaching thing. I had been on social media, but it wasn't like something that I spent a lot of time at or anything like that. I was kind of clueless about how to do Instagram stories and all that stuff. And you don't have to do that. But the first thing that I started doing was just kind of talking to my family about it, sharing it with friends. I guess I did start on Instagram also. Like I would just, I told my story. And then people, I guess, saw the changes that had taken place in me. I had lost like 25 pounds. I was feeling so good and so much better because of that, so much more energetic, and I just felt like I wanted to share it. So I didn't really want to tell my story on Instagram or on social media, but Patrice really encouraged me to do that. And it was like once I did that, all these people just kept coming to me and it lasted for a long time, for months. It was kind of almost for a while like I didn't even have to really go inviting much, because people were just coming to me because they wanted what had worked for me. They saw, that this was a real program that really worked. So, yeah, and I was just so nervous, but it's so great. This team, and Patrice is so good at training, just offering trainings and showing us how to do what she does. And that's what we each want to do. We each want to have coaches that we can show how to do this, what we do. I don't feel confident in doing that having my own team of coaches, but I really, we want to help as many people as we can. And the more coaches there are, the more people will be able to experience these products and this life-changing experience. So how's that? Anything else?
No, that was good. I love how it really is sharing what's natural for you. So if you're doing the things, if you're doing number one, you're living it out yourself, when you go to tell someone about it, it really is going to be natural. I mean, have you ever told someone about a restaurant that you love? Have you ever told someone about a movie that was so funny or an experience that you had? You're going to share it, and you're going to go first to the people that, are in your quote unquote warm market. But at the same time, we're going to show you how to start sharing that journey on social media and just get in bold, because there's going to be people that you don't necessarily know who need to hear your story. But we kind of take it a step by step and day at a time with that. And there's tons of trainings, like Casey said, to really equip you and help you. We don't just throw you out to the wolves. We have a 30-day new coach training. We have ongoing team calls and so many trainings that are just shared in our team page. And your upline coach is your mentor, so they're there to answer questions that you have. And so you are not in this alone. Thank you so much, ladies, for sharing. We're going to get wrapping this up, but I'm going to talk about how we earn an income. I know that's a question that people have. It's like, can you really make money? And yes, you can. Now, your income is a direct reflection of the work that you put in, the lives that you're impacting, which I think is so cool. Like, you can't make money unless you're helping people. So I am all in for that. That's always been just my heart, is to serve people. And as a result, we get to get paid. It's incredible. And so it really does depend on what your income goals are. You would have a chat with your coach and we'd talk about what your goals are. Do you just want to make, an extra couple $100s a month to be a blessing for your family? Maybe send your kids to a sports class that they want to go to, or pay down some student loan debt. Some people want to take it far and have a full-time income and come home from their full-time job, or bring their husband home from the full-time job. So there's no right or wrong. And you would just, let us know what your goals are, and we'd help set up a plan that's going to help you get to your specific goals. But we earn income two different ways. The first way is through commission. That is anything that goes through your website. Someone purchases something. Let's say I'm talking about my go-go juice, which if it wasn't 9 o'clock at night, I'd probably have it in my hand right now. I have it like twice a day to wake me up in the morning, and then give me a little afternoon pick me up, because I've never had coffee before. Don't judge me. And so we have like a natural plant-based pre-workout that you can drink any time of the day. So if I'm talking to someone in a conversation, we have kids that are similar ages, and they're like, I don't know how you do it. I get this all the time. I don't know how you do it. How do you find time to work out and also, keep up with your kids and homeschool and do all this stuff? I don't have the energy, or something like that. Then that's a natural opportunity for me to actually share one of the reasons, which is I have a help and that is my pet juice, right? So it's an opportunity just to share that with someone. Or if someone's saying they're struggling coming off of the summer, and I'm like, listen, I just did a three-day refresh. It was just what I needed to kind of reset my healthy habits. Would you like some more information about that? Or a superfood shake that has cleared my chronic eczema. I can't hold it in. I've got to tell people. So you're going to hear different things that come out from people, and you're going to have a solution for them. If they purchase that through your website, then you get a commission, 25% commission. You also save 25% on any product that you personally order. So you get 25% commission. So as you're helping people, that's going to start building up, and that's amazing. You're helping people, you're bringing that in. But that's where we're working for our money, and it's definitely important. We got to bring in, clients so we can help serve them, get the transformation stories and all of that. But there's another stream of income, and that's through team cycle bonus. So as you are adding coaches to your team, whether they are just getting the discount, like I said, on the products themselves, or if they're sharing it and helping people, like these coaches on here are, they're sharing it, they're helping people, the more what we call volume that's building up underneath of you, it actually turns into income for you that sits in a little bank as you're building it up, and you're able to kind of cash out on that. So that's where the residual income comes from, to where you can go away and maybe be on a vacation and still be earning income, because you have people being productive underneath of you using the products and helping other people. And so if you have bigger financial goals, you're definitely going to want to, grow a team of people who share the same mission as you, and together you guys can help serve people. So There is commission, team cycle bonus, also all kinds of quarterly bonuses. I won't even share the amounts because they're like insane. But again, a direct reflection of you living it out yourself, helping other people, helping them help other people, growing leaders on your team, and that all comes just over time. So lots of opportunities there. As far as what it costs to join us, if you are already a customer of ours and if you've already purchased what we call a challenge pack, that's our total solution. You get the fitness, the nutrition, all of that. If you've already purchased that, then it's actually free for you to become a coach. If you haven't, then we would talk specifically about what it would look like for maybe a coach sign-up fee plus building your fit kit, picking the supplements that you're going to need and want to get started with your journey, or that challenge pack. And if you're already a discount coach, so we have a lot of discount coaches that join for the discount initially, and then they decide, I want to hear a little bit more about how I can earn income. People are starting to ask me what I'm doing, and so I want to share that with them. And so if you're already a discount coach, you already have everything you need. You're already signed up. So we're just going to plug you into our new coach mentorship that's going to be starting up really soon and get you the tools and the trainings that you need to really start to grow your business. So thank you so much for being on this call, taking the time to listen in. We love sharing about this, and we can go on and on and on and on, but we want to respect your time. So there are 3 options for you. You have to respond to one. Ready? The first one is you're like, okay, I'm all in. It's exactly what I needed to hear. I really want to do this. I need to get healthy myself, or maybe you already are, and you're like, I got to share this. I'm all in. You're going to join our virtual community, whatever coach invited you here. You're going to join their fitness community, as well as their next kind of new coach mentorship, and you'll do a mentorship with them, and they'll help teach you everything you need. The second thing is you're like, oh, I'm not really sure about coaching just yet, but I do know that I really want to get working on my own health and fitness goals. Then you're going to tell your coach that I'm a number 2, and they're going to help figure out what tools you need according to what your goals are and help get you signed up in their community. Or the last thing is you're like, I just need a little bit more time. I'm not exactly sure. I want to keep thinking about it, praying about it. And you'll let your coach know that way. There's no wrong answer, except if you don't answer, because we really don't take it lightly that you're here. And if you got an invite from someone, it's because we see something special in you. We don't just invite anyone. We're very specific about looking for quality people that we can see being a part of our tribe. Our tribe is our family, and we want to just make sure that we are finding people that fit well with our mission, because it is, like I said, a little bit different. So let your coach know if you're a 1, 2, or 3, and we cannot wait to welcome you to our team. All right, have a great night. Are there any questions? Nothing in the chat box. All right, reach out to your coach, and we will talk to you soon. I think I covered everything, right? We got everything? Good? All right, bye, ladies.